Hey guys, it's Brent Sibley, Sibley Dolman Accident and Injury Attorneys, and I'm making this video just for my clients, although I'm gonna post it on my social media because I always do that. Unfortunately, I'm making this video because I just had another phone call with another client where I had to tell them the bad news, which is that the person who crashed into them does not have any insurance for injuries that they caused at the crash. And the person, my client who I'm representing, you unfortunately did not buy any underinsured motorist coverage on your policy, which could have protected you in the event that you get hit by somebody in Florida. Now here's the deal, and it's super unfair, and it shouldn't be like this, but it is the way it is. In Florida, people are not required to purchase insurance for injuries they cause other people. Yes, you heard it right. In Florida, you are not required to carry liability injury insurance, bodily injury liability insurance. So regular personal vehicles where regular civilians are driving their vehicles in Florida, you're not required to purchase insurance for the injuries that you cause other people. Now, if you can protect yourself from this situation, because it is pretty common. About 20% of people that are driving personal vehicles on the road do not have insurance for injuries they may cause you if they hit you. You can buy underinsured motorist coverage on your policy to protect you from this situation. But if you get hit by somebody who doesn't have bodily injury insurance on their vehicle, and you don't have underinsured motorist coverage on your vehicle, if there's neither types of those, then we will not be able to take the case for you, and we will not be able to proceed and make a settlement for you. So it doesn't matter. That's it. If those two things are true about your case, it doesn't matter if the guy was drunk. It doesn't matter how hurt you are. It doesn't matter that he was rear-ending you going 60 miles an hour and you spent 3 nights in the hospital. None of that matters. If there's no insurance for your case, we will not be able to accept your case. So it's really unfortunate when this happens. It happens to me at least once a month. I have to tell a client, unfortunately, we won't be able to take your case because there's no insurance for your case. And we just don't try and take cases against people individually and try and take their assets. It just doesn't work. They usually have no assets anyway. So I made this video because I wanted to make it a little bit more personal when this happens. And I wanted to make a video explaining how this works, why it works this way. It's just Florida's one of the few states left in the country that's a no-fault state, and people do not have to buy insurance for the injuries that they cause you. And if that's true, and if you and the vehicle that you are in doesn't have any underinsured or motorist coverage on the policy that for the vehicle you are in, there will be no insurance for your case, and we will not be able to keep your case because there's no insurance. So I always encourage people when this happens, please don't take my word for it. Call another law firm, call a couple more law firms. I will put your whole file together and I'll send it a download link to the new attorney. He can review everything. Almost every time this has happened, the new attorney calls the client, calls you and says, yeah, he's right. There's no insurance. There's nothing else I can do. But I always encourage people, do a little research, type in these terms in Google, read some of the articles from some of the other law firms, because it does stink and it's horrible news to get. And I just gave it to a very nice gentleman right now. Unfortunately, I encouraged him to do his own research, and I'm going to send him this video, and I'm going to send this video to my clients in the future because, it's just a very unfortunate situation. And if you get hit, that's why you have health insurance. All your medical bills should still be paid by your health insurance or your Medicare or Medicaid. But yeah, so be careful. You have to protect yourself out there on these streets, especially in South Florida. It's a crazy, crazy world out there. The drivers are very erratic, and the worst drivers typically are the ones without insurance, especially for the bodily injury coverage. So I hope this video helps some people understand to be safe. Add the underinsured motorist policy coverage on your policy. It's super important. And just be careful out there, guys. Again, Brent Sibley, Sibley Dolman. Sorry to anybody that I'm sending this video to because it's bad news. I'm going to send it to the clients in the future that need a little bit of more of an explanation on their case as to why I couldn't keep their case. But I'm sorry, there's no insurance on your case. Again, I encourage you to go out and get a second opinion, but there's really just nothing I can do. Have a great day, guys.